Sugar and Spice Cook with Mama. Today we're making chicken karahi. It is a very easy recipe to make. You just need some very basic spices and ingredients, which I'm sure everybody has in their fridge already. And I am showing you the most authentic recipe of chicken karahi. Actually, karahi. I am making with chicken meat today. You can make it with lamb, with mutton. I haven't tried it with beef yet, but of course you can make it with beef as well. And for this dish, like I said, you don't need a lot of ingredients. So let's go through with the ingredients. And of course there are a lot of different versions of karahi recipes out there. And I'm not trying to mock. Actually, I make different versions of karahi. Those ones are tempered, means they have added a lot of spices in it. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they taste good. I make it myself. But this one is the most original one. If any folk over here, any fellow, they have traveled to Pakistan, and if they have traveled to northern sides, or if not to northern side, if they have ate on this super highway or Karachi highways where the truckers, they stop at the truck stop, those small cabin style restaurants, they usually serve this recipe over there. So let's go through ingredients. I am taking about 9 to 10 medium size of tomatoes. Yes, we are going to use a lot of tomatoes for this recipe. And this is one chicken, whole chicken. I've cut them in small pieces, probably around 12 pieces. And some green chilies. You can take any chilies. These are jalapenos peppers that I had today in my fridge. Usually I use serranos, but it's up to your choice which one, what kind of peppers you want to use. Half a bunch of cilantro chopped, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, two full teaspoons of minced garlic. We're going to use a lot of garlic for this recipe, and about 1 full teaspoon of crushed chili flakes, the hot one, and about half a teaspoon of half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1.5 teaspoon, sorry, 1.5 teaspoon is a lot, 1 teaspoon of hot cayenne pepper powder, and about 1 inch or 1.5 inch of fresh ginger, julienne like this, and of course some oil. Okay, over here I have already boiled this water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add these tomatoes in this boiling water for about 5 minutes. The reason why I'm doing this because I want to peel the skin off the tomatoes. Personally, I don't mind the tomato skin in my food, but some people, they're very particular, they don't like it, and because we're using a lot of tomatoes, so it might kind of taste, not taste, but it feels better when it comes in your mouth, those big chunks of tomato skin, so that's why I'm gonna take it off. We're gonna boil it for about 5 minutes until you notice the skin of tomatoes has become wrinkled. We're gonna take it out from the water, and then we're gonna take off the skin. Okay, here it is. You see the skin is wrinkled up. That means it's ready. I'm going to scoop them out from the water. It's still very hot, but I recommend you guys wait a little bit until it becomes a little cold, then take the skin off. I'm doing it while it's still very hot. Okay, just de-skin it like so. You just pull the skin off and the whole thing will come off right away. Okay, I'm not gonna chop the tomato buds out. They don't bother me, I like them actually. If you don't like them, just chop them off. Okay, I'm gonna add about 1 cup of oil in the pot. You guys have probably noticed it. Every time I pour oil, I move it around or stir it with my spoon. And you guys are thinking that there's nothing in it. Why she's stirring? That's how I kind of estimate, or that's how I kind of tell that if I need more oil or not. Karahi means wok, big metal wok. I don't have the big metal wok. If you don't have it, you don't have to go buy one. I prefer my non-stick big wide mouth pot better than metal wok. So don't worry about it if you don't have it. Add your chicken in the oil. Make sure that you do not make your oil very, very hot and then add the chicken, because the oil will splatter everywhere. It might burn you. So while the oil is kind of not very, very hot, it is warm, then add the chicken. Do not add raw chicken in very hot oil. Just a precaution. We're going to cook this chicken until it becomes slightly brown. It is going to take about 8 minutes on high flame to kind of brown the chicken. Yeah, look at that oil. Yes, Pakistan Indian food contains a lot of oil. That's how they like their food. Okay, here it is. The chicken is pretty much done. You see how it kind of turned brown a bit? Now, I'm going to take it out in a bowl. Okay, now I'm adding the tomatoes. And you're thinking like, what? Whole tomatoes? Yes, whole tomatoes. You can chop them ahead of a time, before sliding them in the pot. Or you can just mash it with the tip of your spoon, like I'm going to do right now. As I mentioned earlier, that you can make this recipe with lamb meat and goat meat as well. Of course, everybody knows that chicken doesn't take that long to cook, but for those beginner cooks, I would like to mention that goat meat and lamb meat takes a lot longer time than chicken to cook. So you have to cook lamb or goat meat for about 30 minutes in the oil and water, not only oil, not like chicken. You have to add moisture in order to tender the meat. Okay, now you can add your spices. We are not using any exotic spices in this recipe, just the basics, very basic. I'm going to add the black pepper powder towards the end. Because if you add it right now, the taste and aroma of black pepper will just goes in there. You cannot tell that if it's any in there. Okay, now I have added the minced garlic, the cayenne pepper powder, and the salt, and we're gonna evaporate the moisture of tomato, which is going to take about 6 to 7 minutes on high flame. Okay, now the moisture has evaporated, but there is still some moisture left. That's what we wanted. We don't want to make it totally dry, because we still have to cook our chicken along these tomatoes for about 10 to 11 minutes on low flame. Or let's say not low flame, medium. Okay, now we're going to cook this chicken in this little bit of moisture left for about 7 to 8 minutes until we see all the moisture is gone. Let's check on the chicken. Okay, maybe 5 more minutes or so, but before we're going to turn off the stove, remember I have to cook it for 5 more minutes. At this stage, I'm going to add our julienne ginger. I'm going to save some for garnishing. The pepper flakes. Now, if you cannot tolerate a lot of heat, you can skip the pepper flakes. Black pepper, cilantro, and I'm going to save some for garnish, and our chili peppers. I'm going to let it cook for another 5 minutes. Check on it. Oh yeah, almost ready. I'm going to turn on the flame on its highest. I'm going to fry it for 2-3 minutes. Oh, it smells so good right now. Okay, make sure before you're turning your stove off that you have evaporated all the tomato moisture completely. Otherwise, it's going to taste watery and it might kind of smell a little bit. So, this is all done. I'm going to take it out. Chicken karahi is ready. You can serve it with warm naan, chapati, kulcha, whichever is your choice. I hope you like this recipe and you're gonna try it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and please like my Facebook page, which is Sugar and Spice Cook with Huma. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.